Oh shoot. Should be muted out to the audience. The overlay is acting a lot better tonight. Yeah, so I'm wondering if it was the weather getting me last night. Yeah, it is. Oh, don't get me started on that. Can't tell you how many times I muted the mic last night. Yeah, he races into a feature. Less drivers, he trimmed some. So hopefully it's a little better tonight. Race control is on tonight. Yeah, I should forward this to you. Bunch of information on these drivers. It's in the chat there. Oh, Max, if you have to go out, you need to go see Philip, because I can't do it. Shut your ringer off. Coming right through the mic. I'll fix that later. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another event here for the Vermont and New Hampshire Racing News League. Tonight we're going to be at 5 Flag Speedway for the Snowball Derby 100. My name is Chris, and I've got a little bit of help with me here tonight after last night. I think I need it as I'm trying to get used to broadcasting again. I'm bringing along Tanner Lamar. Tanner, how are you tonight, buddy? Yeah, brother, I absolutely hear that. I honestly, I can't wait for tonight. Got to double check all the sounds, make sure everything's working right. We do have 100 laps here tonight at 5 Flag Speedway. It is an oval, and it is just under a half a mile long. Tonight's temperature going to be 82 degrees Fahrenheit, and that should provide some really good racing. These guys raced last night. I don't think it's a big secret. I don't think they were real happy with how last night went. We're going to hope for a better race here tonight. We've got what do we got? 31 drivers in the server right now. We've got heat racing around the corner. So far, fastest man around the track going to be Skylar Shippey. Shippey with a 16.44. We've got the likes of Caden Fisher, Brian Rogers, Justin Prescott, Casey Biotti, and more. The list is too long, guys. I would just be reading every single driver's name. I'm just not prepared to do that right now, but my Lord, there is some drivers out here. Last night, like I said, some 20 cautions from New Smyrna last night. I know that these guys can do better than that. Most of these drivers are real life drivers. Some are crew, some are, who knows? There's all kinds of mix in here, but a good portion of them, Tanner, actual drivers from right here in Vermont and just across the way there in New Hampshire. I'll tell you, not only is there a lot of talent, but there's some championship contenders and winners in there. I mean, honestly, the list is pretty cool to see in what would be our off season in the real world. But we're just getting started here in virtual racing. I have something I've got to read. I've got to read. Let's see. From Vermont and New Hampshire Racing News, doing business the right way since the opening in 2022. Vermont, New Hampshire Racing News has been proud to serve the New England racing community. We're committed to not only providing quality products and services, but going above and beyond to ensure our customers are completely satisfied. We welcome you to look through our website at VT&NH to see all we have to offer. That is from Vermont and New Hampshire Racing News. Guys, please make sure to go out there and do that. Check out their website. Check them out on Facebook. And hopefully all is well. Yeah, I want to make sure that you are coming through. Kind of waiting to hear on that myself. He can't just say yes or no. He's got to write this long thing. That's all right. Insanely quiet. All right. Well, we can see about fixing that up here. Remember that thing I said I was going to do, Tanner? I'm doing it backwards now. All right, hopefully that helps out. If not, we'll figure it out. Qualifying efforts underway. So what these guys do, they do a qualifying run, and then they drop into heat racing. And then we go to the feature. A little bit different. Usually you don't need the qualifying if you're going to do heat racing, but it kind of does set up the heat. So kind of a neat way to do it right now. Shippy up front with a 16.46. Davis and Caden Fisher right behind him. Logan Powers and Grout. Last night, Grout was on fire. Unfortunately for him, not able to complete that as he got into a little bit of trouble. But man, what a really cool thing. He had a great race going for a long time last night. And right at the end there, Stephen Rochefort ends up taking it with a 16.45. So there's our qualifying so far. Hopefully Tanner's sound is fixed. We're going to find that out. I'm sure Sam will let us know. Yeah. We still got a couple of drivers out there. Justin Prescott just finishing up his qualifying. So, yeah, it's going to be good. Hey, Justin Potter's going to be out there. He's already done his too. We're picking him up a little bit late here, but that's okay. One more driver, Colt Martin. This one should be the last one if I'm filtering through the list here. So Colt Martin in the 4 car. I'm going to see what he can do. Yeah, it might have a little something to do with your car number. That's all right, buddy. P12 with a 16.55 is his best time. So just about a 1/10 of a second off from first and second, and well, we'll throw third and fourth in the mix too. It's so close up top. It really is. It's ridiculous up there. Top 7, 8, 9, 10. Top 10 drivers within a 100th of each other. Yeah, this is going to get fun. All right, well, here we go. 11 laps for heat number 1, 9 drivers. It's going to be Stephen Rochefort, Caden Fisher, Brandon Mayer, Justin Prescott, Ty Delphia, Kevin Streeter, James DeSorcy, and Jeffrey Champagne. Excuse me for just a second. Tanner, I guess I'm going to have to work on your sound a little bit more here. I don't know how much more I can do without killing myself here. Yeah, right? Yeah, he'll just talk louder. That's all. We're going to go with it. I ain't got time to make no adjustments anyway. There, that's my best Southern. It made sense to you, right, bud? Let's go ahead and thank everybody for tuning in to True Sim Productions. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That's the only way you're going to be able to chat. There is about a minute delay from the time you hit the subscribe button till the time that you're able to chat, but we definitely look forward to seeing what you all have to say out there. While you're at it, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, the little bell notification there. If you hit that, that'll tell you whenever we go live right here on True Sim Productions. See, the rust and dust is starting to fall off already, bud. Pace car decided it was going to go, then it checked up. Everybody else is going to be okay. Oh, yeah.
Like lights are off on the pace car, getting ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Tanner, why don't you try that? Because I think I just saw the problem and may have fixed it.
Right on. Lights are off. Looks like we're going green here for the first heat.
Oh yeah, we got you fixed.
All right, right on.
Roachford in the 66, man. And watch out, Caden Fisher. He is a two-time champion. I believe he was also the Rookie of the Year last year. The kid can drive in anything, I swear.
And he's looking to the inside here of the 66. He's going to try to make a power move in 3 and 4.
All right. On the inside, it's going to be Caden Fisher in the 18, the SD Ireland machine. It's so cool, man. It's his exact paint job that he runs at Thunder Road and White Mountain Motorsports Park. It's really cool to see that, like, honestly.
Giving you like deja vu on this. Your life, you see it on the sim replicated perfectly, because I saw that car in the pictures last night. It is really, really neat.
Yeah, it's pretty darn cool. Stephen Roachford, your pole sitter here, sitting in the second spot, but under the gun by Justin Prescott. Prescott showing you the number 4 on the side of his car, showing you the 21 in time and scoring. Justin Prescott looking to take advantage of that inside groove. It is the preferred line here, so it's just a matter of if he can take advantage, and so far, Roachford on the outside doing a great job proving that this is a 2-lane track.
Absolutely. Really hanging on strong in that high side number 66. Also giving quite a bit of room here, too. They're not really leaning on each other too much. Giving each other plenty of room. It looks like Prescott's probably going to end up winning the battle pretty quick. He just has such an advantage like low line.
Yeah. Still a great battle here for second spot. Everybody behind them has kind of settled down. Ty Delphia in the 13, Kyle Streeter, Brandon Muir, Jeffrey Champagne, James DeSorcy. But the man right now to talk about with just 2 laps ago of this very first heat race, Caden Fisher, once he got up front, it was lights out. Look at the gap he's got now.
You got the clean air on the front of that nose of that car and just basically walking away from second home back.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the kid got his literal driver's license this summer, and he was good before he was able to drive on the road. After he takes the checkered flag here, can you imagine what he's going to be like when he's been on the road for a little while, just getting more and more used to driving as some post-race fun happening out there?
Little shenanigans. They didn't tear up nothing in a heat race. Had to give them something to do.
Yeah. Look, these guys are just having a little fun. Remember, if they did that in real life, how much money it would cost them? Yeah, no thank you.
There, huh?
Yeah.
It'd be quick. It would add up quick.
Oh, it really does. Heat number 2 lined right up. The 51, Skylar Shippey, going to be sitting on the pole. Then to his outside, you got the 31 of Logan Powers. Alan Young going to be sitting inside row number 2. We got a number change there. Looks like the 51 on the car, but the 35 on your time and scoring, that's going to be Justin Potters. How about this guy here, the 12 car, Brian Rogers Jr., going to be setting up in 5th spot. Scott Rochford is going to be starting his H2O well drilling machine out of Milton, Vermont. I know that's not where Scott's from, but that's where his driver is from. Scott going to be starting in the 6th spot. Billy Potter going to be starting in the 7th spot. And Steve Fisher is going to grab that shotgun spot on the field. 8th position for Fisher.
Hey, Skylar Shippey, the man front and center out front here starting on pole. He was the guy that was almost the driver to watch during practice. I saw he was sitting top of the board for the longest time, had the fastest time put down in practice. So starting shotgun on the field here, or first starting in the pole position here for heat number 2. We got Steven and Logan starting, and Alan Young starting right there with them in row number 2. So it's going to be a battle up front here, I believe. We watched Caden last time. Once you get the clean air, he pretty much set sail. I don't know if that's going to be the same tail here. Got a lot of fast guys in this heat.
Sam, thanks for the background messages. I appreciate that. Yeah, you're right. A little too much text. Yeah, that's all right. It is what it is. But as long as we're sounding good and everybody can see what's going on, I'm happy. I'm going to go with it for tonight. After last night's debacle, I believe weather may have had a little bit to do with it, but man, it is much, much better tonight. Everything seems to be working. I don't have anything to complain about. That's rare for me. Pace car drops down, and here we go under the green flag for heat number 2.
Side by side throughout the whole field right here. It starts getting single file to the back, but look at this. 31 to the outside, going to hang on strong.
Yeah, that's Logan Powers, a Tiger driver. Logan Powers hanging on that outside lane, side by side with Skylar Shippey. Behind them, it's another 2x2. It's side by side all the way around, man. Why not? Alan Young, Justin Potter put it on a show for 3rd and 4th. Then we start getting a little separation. Brian Rogers able to get ahead of Scott Rochford. Rochford slips back just a little bit. He was ahead of Rogers for about 2 laps. And that's gone now, but up front it is still Logan Powers, Skylar Shippey. Shippey, during practice, was the fastest car right up to about the last minute and a half. That's why he's starting on the pole here for heat number 2. But right now having a little bit of a problem trying to clear Logan Powers on the outside. Powers keeps digging on that outside. Now you can only do that for so long, right, Tanner, before that right rear starts becoming a little bit of an issue.
Absolutely. As the laps start to go by here, you're starting to see him now. It's just start to fall back a little bit, getting a little bit too much heat in the right side tires of the car. But still trying to do battle. He's not gave up the fight yet. Now it looks like he's going to slide in behind Shippey here and may even try to look crossover move. Nope, not able to get there in 3 and 4.
Yeah, that's a little unfortunate, but man, good battle for a long time now, nose to tail throughout the field. Give you a good look at the field as they're going down the backstretch. Shippey leading away into turn 3. And here comes Logan Powers, maybe looking on that outside again, or maybe just trying to set him up for an inside move. And that's exactly what he's doing. Inside turn number 1 goes Logan Powers.
What a move by Powers. He used the high lane in 3 and 4, turned down underneath Shippey. But Shippey, though, just has such momentum off turn 2. His drivers on the backstretch, he won. 2 laps to go now, though.
Yeah, 2 laps to go in heat number 2, and Shippey regains that lead. Again, nose to tail all the way through, and what a difference in racing here tonight so far. Even in the heat racing, we've had 0 incidents.
As white flags out for heat race number 2, and they've kept it clean and green both heats as they come to the checkered flag here for heat race number 2. It looks like it's going to be Shippey, Logan Powers, and Alan Young, I do believe, finishing P3 there.
Yeah, Young able to kind of finish that one off. Guys, I'm getting a phone call right now from my driver. What do you want to bet? He is wanting to talk to me about the race car. We only have just a couple of months, so you know he wants to start talking about getting that thing up and running again.
Absolutely.
I'll have to get back with him here in just a little bit. All right, Casey Biotti gonna take pole for heat number 3. Then you got Jake Grout, Daniel Sweeney, Kyle Willis, Jarvis Soldy, Chris Minier, Kelly Miller, and Tyler Cahoon. The crafty veteran of Tyler Cahoon sitting shotgun on the field. Let's see if he can have a better night than he did last night. Kind of marred towards the back, and I'll tell you, if you guys ever get a chance to see some live racing on Flow Racing of either Thunder Road or, well, I know White Mountain doesn't do Flow Racing, so it'd have to be Thunder Road. But if you get a chance to watch Tyler Cahoon race in real life, take it. The guy has just been around for a long time. He knows all the tricks and really knows how to get a race around a racetrack, even if it doesn't show up so much here in the sim. And sometimes it doesn't. But I'll tell you, another guy that knows how to get around this sim, that number 45, our lead driver here to get the heat going, Casey Biotti, last season's White Mountain Motorsports Park King of the Hill champion, Casey Biotti.
I see Jake Grout starting on the outside lane. So Grout, somebody I've seen turn thousands of laps on iRacing. I know he's bad fast when it comes to short tracks. I look for Grout to be. I look for it about to be a battle here on the front row. Two stout competitors here. 45 is going to have the opportunity to get the jump here. But can Grout hang on with that outside lane as they're off? Green flags out in the air for heat race number 3.
Heat race number 3 on the way, side-by-side action. First 3 rows, Biotti trying to keep control of this one on the inside, going into 3 and 4. Biotti keeps it down low and holds on the momentum. He goes to the outside wall. He's got the lead. Grout just didn't have anything right there for him. He didn't have the momentum, Tanner, and it showed as Biotti able to get around him.
It looks like Grout got a little loose coming off turn 4, and that just allowed Biotti to get the power down even more than what Grout was able to do. And you saw the momentum come in and play a factor there. But now Grout's right to the back bumper of Biotti.
Casey Biotti leads him across the line. 7 laps to go. Just shy of a half a mile track. They click off quick here.
Absolutely. I think it's, what is it? It's like an 18-second, 19-second per lap deal, I believe. That's just from memory. I can't really.
They're pulling 16 and a half last time by.
16 and a half. So, yes, you blink, you'll miss it here. So, Grout, he sees 6 laps to go, going to be 5 to go. Next time by, he knows if he wants to, it'd be basically starting P3 in the feature, I believe, if he was able to get around Biotti.
What heat is this? Is this heat 4?
This is heat 3, I believe.
This is heat 3, yeah, so that's exactly right. If he can get around Biotti, what a nice place to start.
Yeah. Right there in the catbird seat. I'm telling you, being P3 on a short track is almost as good as being the leader, I think. But Biotti, he's picking him up and laying him down here. Grout staying right there about 2/10 off of him, so can almost reach out and grab him, but just not close enough yet to really get that bumper to him or anything.
Give me 1 second, but I gotta text Adam back. I just gotta let him know I'm not ignoring him.
As Biotti walks it right up to the wall, that time by was actually a little bit quicker than Grout, so that shows that they're being the man front and center out front with that clean air, no type of dirty air, nothing like that. It shows to definitely have its big advantage here at 5 Flags tonight. Grout is not able to get up or turn white flag out here for heat race number 3.
Yeah, white flag, and it is Biotti by about 0.3 of a second now, and you can see Biotti and Grout have really pulled away. Easy 1-2 for these two drivers as they cross the start-finish line. And Grout gives Biotti one right in the rear.
Looks like Daniel Sweeney brought it home P3. And then Jarvis.
Yeah, Jarvis in 4th. Minier, Miller, Cahoon, and Willis round out the 8 finishers there.
I'm curious. I
Now,
was a viewer last night. We did 4 heats last night. Like I said, I got in late. I'm curious to see, is there going to be 4 heats tonight? I think there is. Yes, sir.
ask, and you shall receive.
Yeah. So these guys are basically racing. Whoever wins this one, they're going to start P4 in the future, and so on and so back.
Right, exactly. And we've got a pretty darn good field here as well. Kyler Davis going to be the pole sitter here. Aaron Thompson going to be starting to his outside. Aiden Young, Colt Martin, Todd Rudia, Shane O'Neill, Zach Audette, and Travis Dickinson.
Aiden Young, super excited to see that name back out here. Getting to call him being out in that race car again. I know he's a dirt driver on here, so he likes the dirt, he likes the asphalt. I know he's pretty quick on both. Let's see what the 69 machine can do, rolling off P3 here for what I would venture guess is the 4th and final heat race of the evening.
Yeah, I think by the numbers you are right, if I recall how many we had to begin with. Pace car lights are off, and yeah, we're going to go with it. Kyler Davis going to be the pole sitter. On the other end of it, Travis Dickinson bringing up shotgun on the field. And it seems like once you get out front, that fresh air really does help. We'll see about that this time by, as again, we're side by side going into turn 1. Coming out of 2. It's going to be Davis Thompson battling it out. 3rd place all by himself. That's Colt Martin. Martin drops down to the inside. He's going to follow Davis, try and pick up a spot.
They are trying to leave that man on the outside looking in, but he is fighting back. That's Davis, I believe, on the outside of Thompson. Now, we've seen this every heat race thus far. We've seen that guy that starts P2 on the outside road. He usually hangs for about the first 3 or 4 laps, but can never really prevail. Let's see if he can change that narrative here in that 19 machine.
Yeah, and the nice thing for Martin sitting in 3rd right now, he's got the whole track, but not anymore. The 19 has a little fumble. The 19 falls back 1 spot to 3rd. And now we go bumper to bumper all the way through the field. So it's going to be Davis, Martin, Thompson, Audette, your top 4.
Throw a blanket over the top 3, hell, almost the top 5. There's a little bit of real estate between 3rd and 4th, but not a lot. Hey, these top 3, though, they are totally nose to tail. Looks like Davis may have got a great launch off turn 3 there.
He's got to be a little careful. He got up about a half a groove, and that car looked like it was going to sail to the wall. These cars can get tight on these short tracks. Often they do. That's the base setup is normally a little tight to make them a little easier for people to drive. And, you know, if you have a tendency to have a loose car, like on the real track, you don't have that here. You can kind of see it. He's kind of coming up halfway through the turn, right? That means his car is getting tight. And that could spell disaster if Martin ever was to stick his nose in there.
And this is a track where you got to be wary of the turn 2, turn 4 wall. If you have now about a little race lead here.
Yeah, and he did it again, Tanner. And there it is. Here comes Martin in the 4 car. The 4 trying to take the lead at the line. Couldn't quite do it at the line, but has it going into 1.
He's in the preferred position here now. But I can't count out the 3rd place driver of Thompson either. He's right there. So now Davis is the man outside looking in on the high side. Going to be white flag in the air. It's all Martin out front.
Oh, man, is this getting tight? Davis on the outside, just trying to hold on to that 2nd position. Here comes the 19 of Thompson. Thompson lets it sail in. Almost 3 wide coming out of 4 for the checkered flag. Didn't quite get there. It's going to be Martin, Davis, Thompson, and Audette, your top 4.
What a hell of a race there. And that was just a heat race.
Yeah, buddy.
We're not paying points. We're not doing nothing. That's just heat racing.
Yeah. And I believe now, man, is this another heat? Nah, couldn't be. No, it's not. Phew. For a second, I thought it was, but no, this is going to be a last chance qualifier race.
So I guess they are sending some people home tonight, huh?
Well, it could be. I say it's a last chance qualifier. It just could mean that you have a chance to qualify for a position that you could have had, or to start towards the rear. One or the other. Both possibilities exist. We're not sure. We're going to figure that out. But we've got some pretty good names in this one too. We've got Jeffrey Champagne up front in the 01, to his outside, the 20 of Steve Fisher. Tyler Cahoon in the 38, starting in third. To Tyler's outside, it's going to be Shane O'Neill and James DeSorcy starting in fifth. Billy Porter starting sixth. Kyle Willis and Travis Dickinson. Those are your 8 drivers trying to qualify for position. And again, I'm going to say that. Scott Fisher. No, Steve Fisher. I think Steve is Caden's dad, if I recall. I believe that was his name. And if that's the case, Steve Fisher, another former champion, to have run at Thunder Road, now retired from driving. I'm almost certain that's his name. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Right on. Okay. I just saw the same names. I thought it had to be some type of relative, I'm sure.
All right, pace car lights are off. We're getting set to go. And I'm sitting here rubbing my hands. I'm like, yeah. I'm getting all into this one tonight. I got to back down.
No, turn down for what?
Nothing. Fire it up. Here on True Sim Productions. Pace car is in. Here we go. Green flag waves. Champagne with the early jump. Going to lead his way into turns 1 and 2. We got Tyler Cahoon going around. Cahoon may have had a little help trying to get through the corner. And that is going to keep the green flag out somehow. We're going to go for it.
Cahoon was entirely sideways. Had guys coming in hitting a little bit there. But yeah, kept it green. I was going to say clean and green, but I don't know if it was too clean, but we did keep it green. As already 10 laps to go and they cross by the stripe. Oh, I'm telling you, that turn 4 wall, it reaches out and grabs you. Champagne and Fisher both almost found out the hard way right there.
Yeah, they did. And O'Neill now is your race leader. Let's catch up on the action because O'Neill snuck around and took over the race lead in the 25. Champagne and Fisher, second and third. Dickinson and Tyler Cahoon somehow still in the 5th spot. Willis is on pit road. James DeSorcy on pit road. And Billy Porter down a lap.
So
we got more trouble going on.
Look, the 01 may have went around there. Is that the 01?
We got the 20. Oh, we're going to have to go back and look at that one. That's Steve Fisher.
So Steve took a wild ride right to the outside wall, but I didn't get to catch what started all of it.
We're going to find out right now as we take a look at the True Sim Productions replay. Cahoon lets it float up. He floated right into the 01. And then, the hit the 60 car took. Oh, that's Travis Dickinson. He took a wallop into that wall. Man, oh man.
That was significant damage on both cars right there. Now, forgive me for not knowing this. Do they get a fast repair or anything in this series, Chris?
They do get a fast repair, but I don't know if that counts in the heats. I think that only counts in the features.
You're probably right. I'm not 100% certain on how Iverson does that. Two licks for both of those guys there.
It's been a minute since I've run heat racing and iRacing, but I want to say that's true. I don't think that they let you come back out in the heat.
I think you're right. If you're not, we're still going to think you are for the night.
We're going to go for it for at least right now.
Right.
But yes, one quick repair. I was rereading the rules tonight and something caught me interesting. It was you're allowed tires on some tracks. I don't know if this is one of those tracks.
All right. So that's something to kind of keep tabs on. If we see somebody go down pit road, we'll peek and see if maybe they're taking tires or not. As 100 laps, I mean, you can really, this late model stock on Iris and the tire model we currently have, you can really abuse the right side tires, especially at a track like this, over the course of 100 laps. So if there is no tires sitting in the pits for these guys to snag tonight, they're going to be real careful and cautious and just easy on the tires for the first half of the race at least.
Yeah, I mean, especially coming out of the corner, right? You feel like you can just mash the pedal and go, and it'll help you turn for a little while. Yeah, and then later on, not so much.
You'll have to eventually pay it back because it's going to help early, but man, oh man, it'll hurt late. As lights are off on the gender neutral pace car, it's going to make that turn down pit road. So it looks like it's going to have maybe 3 to go. We'll go green here.
Yeah, 3 to go, and it's going to be Shane O'Neill leading the way, the 01. Jeffrey Champagne on the outside, going to try and take the lead away. Look at this. Tyler Cahoon, a driver that went around, currently sitting in 3rd spot.
Looks like Cahoon had a little bit of trouble getting up to the gearbox there, though. There's going to be 2 laps to go. Cahoon was getting shoved across the line on the restart.
Really interesting right now, though. You see maybe some damage on Cahoon's car. Only 3 cars on the lead lap. So it's going to come down to O'Neill, Champagne, and Cahoon. No matter what the rest of the cars do with 2 laps to go.
Look at Fisher, though, to the high side. Rider went up there and took the position away. As we're back up front here, Shane O'Neill for the final time until the feature event, I do believe. This is the final lap here coming to the checkered flag. It's going to be all Shane O'Neill, number 25 machine.
Yeah, O'Neill, Champagne, and Cahoon, your top 3 coming out of this heat. But I believe, and I could be wrong here, I believe O'Neill is the only one that's going to qualify for position. The rest would have to start from the rear.
As the fireworks are going off, will there be fireworks on the track from these drivers? Keep going.
I love this. You ready to go through this thing? How about this? The 18 of Caden Fisher going to be your pole sitter here tonight. Skylar Shippey in the 51 to his outside. Casey Biotti in the 45 going to be sitting inside of row number 2 with Colt Martin to his outside. Justin Prescott going to be starting in the 5th spot with Logan Powers to his outside. Then it's going to be Jake Groot, Kyler Davis, Stephen Rochefort going to be starting 9th, Alan Young in 10th, Daniel Sweeney and Aaron Thompson rounding out your top 12. Maybe? Yeah. All right. Ty Delphia sitting in 13th spot. Justin Potter going to be starting for 14th. Gervais Stottle, I believe is what it is. Now I think about it. Starting 15th, Zach Audette, Kyle Streeter, Brian Rogers in the 12 machine, starting in 18th. Chris Muner, Aiden Young, Brandon Meyer, Scott Rochefort, Kelly Miller, and Todd Rudia, starting 24th. Shotgun on the field tonight. Shane O'Neill, and they did send people home. Shane O'Neill lucking out and able.
So that last chance qualifier was just that, brother.
Oh, I mean, it Shane really O'Neill is
the only one that transferred over into the feature event. That would be kind of crazy. Last chance, you know, it's literally your last chance. You got to win the dang thing. So shout out to O'Neill.
Yeah, that's awesome. Feature race, we're gonna bring up this one because I like it better. Here we go. We got the top bar going. It's working tonight. Life is good. Pace car lights are off. Caden Fisher getting ready to lead this pack. Hard charging into turn number 1. The 18 sees the green flag, and we're off.
A little bit of trouble about 3 or 4 rows back. Everybody was hitting each other a little bit. Caden got a great little launch as he has the track basically to himself now going down the backstretch. There's
caution on the track. Scott Rochefort, it looks like the call is going to be on Scott.
Ooh, that's tough right there. First lap of the event, just trying to get settled in. Let's see what happened to Scott here. As I'll be honest, I didn't see anything from my point of view.
Let's take a look here on the 72, the H2O well drilling machine.
Wrecking in front of him.
He was checking up, and yeah, he got a little how do you do from behind. I don't think a lot of damage there.
No, he should be okay. So for the folks that don't know, these late model stocks on the sim here, the back end of them, they're kind of perched up where if you're right behind somebody, you literally cannot see nothing in front of that guy, right? Nothing in front of that car. So looks like he saw the wreck was happening up in front of him. Guys behind him didn't see, and then it was just the accordion effect, as Corey, the wild man, Sherman likes to say.
So early in this one, caution 1 in the books. Top 5 drivers, no change there, as it's going to be Fisher, Shippey, Biotti, Martin, and Prescott.
And Fisher, our race leader, he was the 2023 late model rookie of the year, and he's also a former street stock champion. And like you mentioned earlier, just now got his license over this past season. So he's out there racing with grown men, and he's not even legal to drive yet, boys and girls. Now that he's legal, it's only uphill here for the young gun. Caden Fisher there in number 18 machine.
Good sponsor, good equipment, good driver. Usually ends up being something good at the end of the year. And I think we have not heard the end of Caden Fisher when it comes to driving at both Thunder Road and White Mountain Motorsports Park.
I think his story's just beginning. He's just adding chapters in the book now.
Here we go as these drivers send it off to the green flag one more time. Caden Fisher with a great jump all by himself in turn 1, and here comes KC Biotti. Biotti on the inside looking for second spot. He's got it going into turns 3 and 4.
We saw that third place starting spot for Biotti. He put it to good use. Now he's got his eyes set on the race leader, Caden Fisher, out front, but Fisher got a hell of a launch on the restart. Biotti can try to reel him back in.
Biotti, last night's winner, as we have some shuffling going on behind them. 5th spot. That was Colt Martin. Went from the high side to the low side. Had me looking. Good battle going on right now between 4th and 5th as they're side by side. Excuse me, make that 5th and 6th.
The guys behind 5th and 6th looking about 8th group on back. They're just waiting for these guys to get in and sort it out. Because that low line is making a charge here. You see the high side, they're staying up there ever so slightly, but starting to fall back now.
Yeah, it's one thing if you're going bumper to pound some laps out. You can go up a little bit because you're making a different arc into the corner. You're saving equipment that way. But to try and stay way down low or way up high because you're side by side, that just pounds on those tires.
It does. It does not take long. The most important laps for these tires are right now between laps 1 and 15. So you got to try to take care of them early. If you're side by side, it's pretty hard to take care of them.
Hard charger so far for the race. It's going to be Shane O'Neill back in 19th spot. Started 6 positions back, 25th here tonight. Remember, he is. He was a last chance qualifier. He is making it count as he is trying to press his way forward. He's doing it on the inside against Jarvis. Jarvis is going to the outside, and he is falling back like a stone in water. Just a few positions up, we see Ty Delphia to the inside, and his number 13 has a good battle going on with Alan Young.
Oh, a little bit of contact right there. Not a lot, just a little. Just letting you know, hey, I'm here, honey, I'm home. Okay, he should be able to complete the pass, maybe off turn 2 here, but Young really fighting on that high side. Looks like he might be able to slide in right here behind him if he wants, but he looks to do battle even some more.
Ty needs to complete that pass. He does. And Young looking for the crossover. Not going to happen. Ty shuts it right down.
Shuts the door right in his face. Man, oh man, it's nerve-wracking early if we head back to the front here. Caden Fisher has a hard charging Biotti right here to the back bumper, but Biotti can't look out front too much because he has also a hard charger right there on the back bumper of him. I believe that is Prescott, if I recall correctly.
Justin Prescott. Colt Martin behind Prescott. Jake Grout has moved up to 5th, but he's got a little time to make up on track. He's got a little differential, about 0.6 of a second to make up on Martin. Meanwhile, up front, it is Fisher, Biotti, Prescott, and Martin. Nose to tail, just about bumper on bumper. You see Biotti showing a little bit of patience here. Biotti may be the faster car of the two right now, but showing some patience. Last night's winner knows how to get it done here on iRacing.
I think Biotti almost pacing Caden up front here. I think you hit the nail on the head. I believe he's a little bit quicker, maybe by not a lot, but a little bit quicker. But he looks to be content, just sitting there, conserving the right front a little bit, taking it easy, just basically letting Caden determine the pace. I say all that now. Biotti to the inside, battle for the race lead here as they come off them too.
Biotti just trying to make us into a bunch of liars, Tanner, as he squirts down low as we go caution. Caution on the field.
That's going to be a blessing for Caden Fisher there because he was under attack. And who is this here that went around?
That is going to be Todd Arruda in the 17 car. Let's go. Well, 17 on your time and scoring, 60 on the screen. Well, let's go back into the True Sim Productions replay. Take a peek and see what happened here. See Brian Rogers right behind him, gets to the outside. It looks like he kind of came up on the track a little bit, maybe turned the wheel a little too hard to the left to try and stay off from Rogers and just nosed it into the wall. Not a hard hit at all. And I think he was doing the right thing, trying to prevent a caution. It just ended up, unfortunately for himself, bringing it out.
I think you're 100% right there. But he mitigated the damage and all that. Got a little bit of kiss on the nose up from that wall, but nothing's going to hurt him here on the short tracks. That's one good thing about these short tracks, as I believe I see cars getting jacked up on pit road. I think there's some tires laying there on pit road, I believe.
Oh, very, very interesting.
I mean, it's really early, but I could have swore I saw 2 cars jacked up on pit road there. I couldn't tell you the numbers or nothing. So that's something to keep watch on, maybe.
Well, I'll tell you what. With just 24 laps down, you'll be surprised. If there's new tires out there, we'll pick them out.
Right. I mean, it's awful early. It could be one of them deals, we know, on the iRacing, you might forget to uncheck them, right? I've done that a handful of times.
Oh, yeah.
But it's going to be all Caden Fisher out front. Casey Biotti, he was there. And truth be told, I think the caution may have screwed him a little bit. I think he was getting ready to make that pass over Fisher and be our new race leader. But now he has to resettle back in and basically forget all about that and just try to push forward and do it once more.
Yeah, the biggest thing he has to do right now, I believe, because he's going to be starting to the outside. No way Caden's going to start on the outside, although it is leader's choice. But I believe Biotti's going to be starting from the outside here. The biggest challenge he's going to have is to try and find a hole between Caden Fisher and Justin Prescott in the 04. Prescott's going to be restarting in that 3rd position, and Biotti may be out to lunch here if he can't find a place to maybe scooch his car in just a little bit.
Sometimes it can be a really aggressive move trying to get from that high side to the low side, but it's a move you got to make. You have to make it. Yes, we've seen the high side hang on, but we have not seen once where the high side just prevailed, right? So you need to try to get down on the low side as quick as you can. Lights are off on the pace car, I believe, so.
As we drive down the back stretch, everybody lining up 2 by 2, getting ready to go back under the green flag, this time by pace car, getting ready to take that left-hand turn. It's gone. It's off the track, and Caden Fisher not wasting a moment. And that's going to allow Biotti to squirt down in front of Prescott.
Yep, Caden Fisher having a good start like that allowed Casey Biotti the opportunity or the chance to get to the low side. Look at them doing battle right there for P3 on back as all these cars are right on top of each other, Chris.
The 4 and the 04, that's Colt Martin and Justin Prescott doing battle for 3rd spot. Prescott loses a spot, back to 4th place he goes. That's the 21 in your scoring and timing. It's the 04 in iRacing.
04 and the 4 were doing some battle out there. It was like the 4 won the battle, but now there's still a lot of laps left. We're just now taking lap 129. Caden Fisher's leading the train around as he comes at 3 and 4, about to take down Broadway as we take lap number 30 of the 100 laps here. They got to partake.
Back a battle for 5th spot between Grout and Logan Powers. Jake Grout has it right now. He's got the inside. Powers trying to battle back on the outside. Really, what he needs to do is try and get down in front of Skylar Shippey. He does. Logan Powers lessens the damage a little bit. Only one car getting by instead of 2 or 3. And it's very easy to become part of the wrong end of a train here at a track like Five Flags. Up front, it is going to be Biotti looking to the inside again. Tanner, didn't mean to cut you off.
You're good, buddy. As we have a battle here for the race lead, we saw it happen earlier.
Biotti!
Wicked sideways. Look at that. He saves that damn race car and barely loses any time. Man, oh man, what a save there out of Casey Biotti. That could be a race-saving save right there. He's able to keep pace for him because he was battling for the race lead there and got the car entirely out of shape off contact between himself and Fisher.
Can I just say, it has got to be good to be young and have those twitch reflexes. 2 young drivers up front. Biotti in second, trying to track down Caden Fisher. And I'm pretty sure I need to go get me a nitro pill after that. Holy cow.
If Fisher, if he was not feeling the pressure earlier, he's definitely feeling it now because Biotti's right there back to the back bumper. Once again, going to look to the low side. He's basically trying to force a mistake out of 18. He's going to maybe get it right here. 18 goes high. Biotti to the inside at the line. It's 18 of Fisher.
Yeah, Fisher's in trouble now. He's getting a little bit tight, and you see that car wanting to lurch just a little bit more to the outside every single lap. Biotti, though, able to turn in just a little bit sooner, able to hold on to that inside line.
As Colt Barton sitting here just watching the top 2 contenders up front, right here in front of him. If Colt can, he needs to get up there with Biotti and try to follow him through on the low side because Caden, he can just not paint the white line right now. He's pushing up, opening up the entry too much. Just giving Casey Biotti the opportunity and the chance to look underneath him. But we say all that, 18's getting a hell of a drive off each and every time.
Yeah, he's found something that he likes in the track. It's a little bit of an unconventional line, I'll grant you that. But when you're up close to that wall, boy, you are holding on to all the momentum. And it's proving out right now with the 18 car of Caden Fisher. Biotti is just going to have to be a little bit more aggressive in the corner without ripping off, get this, the right front tire.
It's going to be the story all night long because I believe Caden is saving a little bit of tire. Because he is not having to put nearly as much wheel in it as the driver number 45, Casey Biotti, on that low side trying to stay off him when he does get there. But right now, not even able to get there really on Fisher. Fisher's definitely found something that I myself am going to Newman Bank for down the road, my next race at Five Flags.
Yeah, it's one to look out for. If it's going to work like this, man, it is something to try. Oh, we got one into the wall. Yellow flag out. May have been Aiden Young, perhaps.
No.
Let's go back and see if we can't find it on the instant replay. We're watching for it. It was definitely back here somewhere. Oh yeah, it was. So Prescott got up into the wall. It started with Prescott. Let's see if we can find him. Justin Prescott, where have you gone? I see you now. Let's back it up and see what happened with Justin Prescott. May be showing a little bit of signs of frustration against another driver. We peeked out right there. Heavy damage to the right front, for sure. It actually started up front of him, too. Oh, no, it didn't. He got together with Grout. And then it was all downhill from there. Oh man, Brian Rogers gets a little tag at the end. Heavy damage to the Prescott machine.
A lot of good cars got taken out or got taken for a ride in that one. We just saw the 04. He was battling for third and fourth over there, right?
Yeah, he was up there. Oh, may have.
We're wrecking getting on pit road. We're not
Yeah. This is what I saw at the end, and I thought it might have been some displeasure from Prescott, but really, I think he may have not realized where he was on track after looking at that, because he tried turning a hard left right at pit entrance. Listen, this is where it counts. You got yourself a quick repair. This is when you use it. You got 55 laps left. You have no choice. You got to stay out there. You got to stay on the lead lap. So you use that quick repair. You get back out there and you see what you can do. Meanwhile, we've got ourselves a new leader, a new second place driver, a new third place driver, a new fourth place driver. Kyle Streeter, Shane O'Neill, Stephen Rochford, and Zach Audette lead the way.
I'm gonna be totally honest and transparent here. Emily poked her head in here, and I was having a conversation with her while listening to you. What happened here? Where did all our leaders go? They went down pit road.
Yeah, they did. So Biotti, he came out in 5th spot. Ty Delphia came out in 6th. Looks like Caden Fisher, big loser there, came out in 7th spot. So a lot of ground to make up, but still 54 laps to go. Make it 53 as they cross the line. Green flag conditions prevail on the track once again.
Look at everybody just trying to find a lane to prevail. Get in where you fit in here. The 66 to the low side. Looks like he's going to try to take P2 away. As I believe that's Shane O'Neill up there on the high side.
Let's talk about Shane O'Neill. Remember, the last time we were really talking about him was the last chance qualifier. Now he finds himself in 3rd spot. Biotti looking to the inside of O'Neill.
I'm trying to keep tabs on who was our leader between Caden Fisher and Biotti as they're trying to slowly but surely make their way back up towards the front. But they are in a hornet's nest right now as cars everywhere. Look at them just fanning going into the corner. Not giving a whole lot of room throughout the field. Love it here at short track racing.
Yeah, there is something special about short track racing, no doubt about it. It's exciting.
And Caden Fisher getting locked down to the grass on the backstretch there. That bright yellow number 18 machine. It was a 9-car. Took him down to the grass. Might be fireworks getting ready to be lit here.
We'll see what happens. Oh, the 9-car gets a little loose. The rear end started to step out on him. Able to save it. That's Zach Audette as we go under caution one more time. Come on, guys. You were doing so good. You were doing so good. Let's get it back. This one looks like it may have been on Aaron Thompson. We're going to go back and take a peek.
The intensity's getting ratcheted up now. We're over halfway.
Thompson had a little bit of help. He tried to come off from him, the 51 did, but just not able to. Brian Rogers gets collected in that, along with a couple other drivers.
Looks to be about
Brandon Muir, yeah. Potter, Scott Rochford, I think was in that one. Yeah.
Now, Grant, you called it the 51. He got into him on the entry some, but he got off of him and just was not able to stay off of him the second time. Ultimately sending that car around, but man, oh man, you're one of these guys up front here. I think you're kind of liking these cautions because let the tires come down a little bit.
Yeah, okay, so the tires are going to come down a little. Not a ton because cautions here are pretty quick. When it comes to being happy about them, bud, I'm going to say right now, Stephen Rochford in the 66 in 2nd spot, not very happy. Look who's going to be starting in 3rd. It's going to be Casey Biotti starting inside row number 2 as the 34 goes around the pace car to collect his lap back. Oh, boy.
I think you're right about that one. I did not realize Biotti worked himself back up to P3. I think he started 5th earlier, so he got one roll advantage. He made some passes. Now starting P3 inside row number 2, like you said, so he's in the catbird seat there. If I'm Streeter, I'm just trying to get away and hide here. Just get going on this restart.
That's what I'm trying to do, too. Kyle Streeter.
If I'm Steven at 66 starting on the outside, I don't know the game plan really.
Steve is not Caden's dad. I'm finally getting a message in. I had a second to take a peek. Steve is not Caden's father. Jamie Fisher is Caden's father. So sorry about that misinformation. I thought I remembered it different. There's got to be some relation there somewhere. Gotta be. Right?
I know you are not in the South, right? This is what is it, Vermont, New Hampshire racing news? Right?
Yes.
Yep. So you are not in the South, but I bet they're related.
I am looking because I believe I may have some information on our race leader. I just got to see if I'm right or not. Of course, if I'm right, I'm going to feel like a nincompoop for not knowing it right off the top of my head, and I am right. Kyle, I am so sorry. Kyle Streeter, 2023 Flying Tiger Champion, leading the way here. Why should I have known that? Because, well, we race against him every single week.
Oh, so a little bit of y'all's competition throughout the season, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, he took the outside lane here, by the way.
He sure did, and he's hoping for a good jump.
He got it. He got it. And now that really helped out the 66 as well, because everything we said about him starting to the
three
outside.
wide. Oh, they're bouncing off from each other. Oh, my goodness. And it's still not done.
Holy hell, boys and girls. 3 wide at 5 flags. It barely works at Daytona on here. It's not working at 5 flags.
Oh, my. How in the hell did Biotti get through that?
They almost made it work, too, is what was crazy. Like, it almost worked out.
We're going right back to the green flag. We're going to keep an eye on this whole deal. This was insane. This is the drop of the green flag. And you see, oh, okay, so we're going 3 wide. Caden Fisher to the outside. And you see it bounce right there. Caden gets into the wall, but not a lot of damage there, I don't think. And Ty Delph, I mean, just all kinds of drivers getting torn up there.
Gotti, man, that's 2 times this race he's had close calls, and I wouldn't be surprised if the 9 car may have got a black flag for jumping down low before the start finish line.
Oh, he may have. You're absolutely right. That was close.
Pass or not? Because if he didn't make the pass, he was good. He was okay. But if iRacing picked him up as making a pass, it's going to be a black flag from iRacing, not even race control.
We're going back. We're going to watch this one again. Okay, Biotti was ahead of him at the line, but man, oh man, that caused all kinds of bad.
It did, but I feel it. You gotta go, right? These laps, they click off so fast. He got the launch he needed, just was not able to keep it down to 3 wide.
I'm gonna tell you, if I'm race control, I'm yelling.
Probably.
That's not something you do in real life. That's not something you should be doing in sim. It's not going to work. It never does work.
Very, 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 very rarely does it ever work. If it does. And even if it does, you make somebody mad in the process.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I bet you Caden Fisher is not very happy right now. Biotti, probably not very happy right now, and even though he drove through it.
Right.
Boy, last night, Biotti, I got to get him a sponsor with Fisher Plow, because there was a time he T-boned into a driver, not of his fault, but he just kept on the throttle and kept rolling. It was great. I don't know if you saw that last night or not, but oh man, it was good stuff. Fisher Plow Biotti.
That's awesome.
Jason Bauer coming in really late. Can you turn Tanner up just a little bit? No, Bauer, I can't. How's that? You want him louder? Turn your volume up. All right, I can just a little bit. There we go.
Re-racking it and restacking. Leader's choice. He chose the outside lane once again.
Kyle Streeter on the outside. And he's making it work. Here comes Biotti. Biotti going to try and stick it to the outside. Not going to do it. Falls in line, running in third spot behind Steven Rochefort.
Biotti's just much quicker to be able to get to the throttle here. You're seeing it even on the high side. Look down to the outside of the 66.
Oh, I believe what you have here is a case of one ticked off, really fast driver.
Seeing red, maybe some fresh tires as well.
Yeah, possibly. Here comes Biotti. Streeter goes up high, tries to block it, not going to work, goes back down low. Now back up high, trying to defend against the 45. That car is getting about 14 feet wide as the 37 of Streeter.
Look at Streeter working the lanes. Biotti shoving him down Broadway there. I don't know if they can keep this up, Chris. I hope they can for our sake. I don't know if they can.
This is short track racing at its finest right here. Oh my goodness, for my New Hampshire Racing News League, putting it on tonight.
As Streeter, he's doing a world-class job, basically controlling both lanes there up front. Biotti's just not able to get the power down because every time he tries, Streeter comes right up in front of him here as Biotti and Rochefort, or 66, I'm going to call it, making a little contact there, making some more contact, seeing a little displeasure maybe.
Yeah, and just maybe a little.
They keep hitting each other.
Biotti, though, going to take over that second spot. Rochefort just couldn't stick. So now Biotti right behind Kyle Streeter, and Streeter is looking in the mirror going, uh-oh.
Yeah, Streeter knows now he has problems because Biotti, last night's winner, is going to see if he can go back-to-back here at Five Flags. Won New Smyrna last night. So he's trying to pitch the double. But Streeter doing a hell of a job out front here. Biotti's been bad fast all night. Streeter, since he's got the lead, he has not really had to battle anybody, but that battle is heating up now. Biotti right there to the back bumper of Streeter, basically following in his tire track.
All the action right now happening up in the top three. I hate to be that guy that just shows the top three, so we're going to go like this. Caution rolls out just as I change camera angles.
Biotti was making a move there on Streeter. He was setting it up. He went high, trying to get the momentum off four. The way the yellow fella hurt him. Oh, easy.
Look out, Rogers. All right, so I'm going to leave you with something before we go back to see what happened to bring out this caution. It is going to be a front row of Streeter and Biotti. You have lane choice as the leader. What are you going to do? Let's go back and take a look and see what may have brought out the caution here.
Got to put Biotti on the outside, I think. I don't know, though, really. I don't know where you want Biotti at.
Oh, there was a couple of different things going on there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Usually about another 7-car crash. There was 2 different wrecks there, like you mentioned.
Yeah, Brian Rogers was involved in part of that. Let's go back and see if we can't find that one.
After Rogers.
Yeah, the 34 got into the back of Brian Rogers. That spun him around, but there was still another one up in front of them.
Looks like Rogers may have been checking up a little bit. Rogers actually didn't hit anything as well when he did spin around, so that's good news for him. Although he lost all the track position. But, yeah, there was something happening up in front of them boys.
Yeah, I believe. I could be wrong, but I believe
think
Grout. Yeah. No.
Nope. Who the hell is up there spinning? I'm trying to help you out here, too.
Is that the 4 car?
Oh, hope not.
Nope, not that one. This is when I wish the numbers matched up.
They'd be awesome.
Colt Martin.
Oh, no, not Colt. Colt's been running really strong, too.
Let's see. I could be wrong. Colors are starting to match up a little bit. Got to take them back around the corner.
Nope, not Colt. It's the guy in the middle, 3 wide. Whoever that is right there getting spun around.
I'm missing a number every single time we go back live. It happens. It's tough when you only have so many camera angles.
And drivers, if you watch his back on demand. If you set your preferred number to your car number, it also helps out a ton. We can go right to it then, just for future reference.
Yeah, we're working on that. I went in and changed a couple of names, got rid of numbers after some of the names here tonight. Yeah, it's a young league. They're going to figure it out as they go.
DLR's been around for 4 years, and Sam can tell you in the chat, I still fight it to this day. So, it's a battle.
Pace car lights are off. Streeter took the downside. Biotti to the top side, and we are green flag racing. Biotti couldn't stick with him. Streeter, too good of a restart, was able to stretch it out.
Biotti right there, almost playing bumper tag with our race leader, Streeter. Going to try to look to the low side of Streeter here. Streeter watches up. Biotti he's there. Oh my gosh, what a move by Streeter, though, to halt that momentum of Biotti. Biotti had to get on the brakes maybe a little earlier than what he wanted to or expected to, because now Biotti has a little bit of company to this low side as well.
Yeah, Biotti's got to be careful because Stephen Rochford now starting to stick his nose in.
Uh-oh, now
and Biotti to the inside. Contact between our front two drivers, Biotti and Streeter. Streeter's going to give up the lead. Oh, he's going to turn Biotti. Biotti goes into the wall, and it's going and going and going. Accordion effect.
Oh, Corey Sherman will be happy with you saying that. That accordion effect there.
I had to throw it in.
It fit perfect.
Let's go back. We're going to go back just a little bit further. Let's see if we can't figure out.
I don't know. During the live, I thought Biotti came up on him, but right there in reverse, like, I don't want to call it. I don't want to call it either way.
I think that Biotti's car turned like maybe there was a little extra pressure on the right rear. And I could be wrong.
I see Caden Fisher's bright number 18 machine scooting through there. No harm, no foul.
You know how we can look at this one? Just like this.
There we go. Yeah. We got to I want to blame it on somebody, right? Naturally. I'm just playing, guys, too.
I'm looking to the left.
Yeah, Streeter goes down a little bit, but Biotti climbs the hill a little bit.
Yeah, Biotti had to, though. He was going to be below that white line if he didn't.
Yep.
Boy, that is a tough one. I'm going to go with no blame.
I'm going to go 2 guys racing for the lead at 5 flags.
Yep, that's exactly it. New race leader, though. It's going to be Stephen Rochford, Brandon Meyer, and Logan Powers in the 31. Your top 3. Then it's going to be Zach Audette and Colt Martin to round out the top 5. Kyler Davis in 6th. Aiden Young, Shane O'Neill, Justin Prescott, and Jarvis Sottle. Solly? I forget. Round out that top 10.
Shane O'Neill, I'm going to keep mentioning it. He is the last chance qualifier race winner. He had to race his way into the event and apparently sit in top 10.
Ooh, got a little bit of connection issue through the voice right there, but I'm sure that'll straighten itself out in just a second. Tanner sounding like a robot.
I hope it's fixed now because Discord done it the other day with somebody else.
Yeah, it's a little bit better. That's all right. 16 laps to go. I believe you're going to be fine when the moment arises, Tanner. That's what I'm going to believe.
Hey, I try to be. I try to be in real life and on here.
They see, it's all better.
Yeah, see, man, you got this.
A 15-lap shootout, 85 down. Oh, man. Racing tonight much better than last night. A couple of what could have been some give and take, right? Didn't happen tonight. But hard-nosed racing, and you got to love that. You got to respect that out of short-track drivers.
I've always come into short track racing events just expecting between 4 to 6, 7 cautions, but I mean, it's just to be accounted for, basically.
Pace car lights are off. We're getting ready to go back under the green flag as the pace car turns down pit road. Stephen Rochford has the race lead at the line, heading into turn 1 in the 33, looking to try and get there. Man, Brandon Meyer. Logan Powers battling it out now for second spot. Oh, man, it's heating up. You can tell. The laps are winding down, and we are under caution.
That one started a few laps ago. The 9 car was getting shuffled around, although I think the 9 car is actually still facing forward. But they tried to wreck for a lap and a half in the mid-pack there.
Well, let's go back, because I'm looking at maybe Aiden Young.
Oh, no, not the young gun.
Aiden Young, the 69. Man.
Oh, rumor has it.
Yeah, boy. Scott Rochefort comes up and in and just wallops a couple of cars. Kyle Streeter involved in that one. You can tell these guys are looking for the win now. With 11 laps to go, any trick you have, you're going to pull.
As looking out in viewer land, got some people chatting it up.
Yeah, okay. I heard my cat meowing too. And that happens. The governor out there, Steve Johnson out there. Thanks, guys.
The cat? I know the cat or your chair.
Nah, it's a cat. She's a little wild. That's what happens when you have a kitten. You know, that sort of thing.
So we started out with 2 in the house, and I soon found out Emily, my fiance, she's going to be the old cat lady, because that 2 has turned into, I believe we have 5 outside now. So,
oh boy.
Yeah, it's awesome. I've learned once you get like an outside animal, if they get a name, they're family then.
Yeah,
right? So,
yeah.
For all our dads watching, just don't give them a name and you're good. But once they get a name, it's family.
You know, the only time that didn't happen, I took my daughter fishing when she was about 5 years old, and she caught a couple of perch out of the lake. She goes, "Dad, I got names for these guys." I'm like, "Oh no, oh no." So I'm like, "All right, honey, what are you gonna name them?" She goes, "Well, this one's gonna be lunch and this one's gonna be dinner." And I'm like, "Yes."
Nice.
So I had to clean a couple of perch up for her, and I didn't mind one bit.
That is awesome.
Laps are ticking down now as we start going side by side. Next time by, pace car lights are going to go. It's going to be a 5-lap shootout. Well, pace car lights just shut off. That's kind of odd.
Oh.
So we'll make it a 6-lap shootout.
Leader's choice comes into play once again. The 66 takes the outside lane.
Yep. Steven Rochefort on the outside. Brandon Muir on the inside. Colt Martin going to be starting in the 4th place, and Logan Powers to the inside in 3rd.
The 66 does not get the launch he needs, taking that outside lane. Now 33 is going to be able to really contain him and battling here on the low side. 33 might come out of this looking like a genius.
Man. Do you have that feeling in your stomach? Because I sure do. We're not done with the cautions, and there it is.
You know, I actually did. I thought that was going to be the last one. I really did.
I just had that feeling. We're going to take a look in on Zach Audette, the number 9. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, we're going to back that up a little bit more because it looks like he may have just, I don't know, gone on the brakes. Was he checking up for something?
He's been a little wild tonight, I will say. So he got tagged right there. He blinks out.
He had a little bit of an electrical issue, got tagged. And all hell breaks loose once again.
Literally, you got cars flipping on their side, on the front stretch wall. You got guys spinning.
No! The 25 of Shane O'Neill was involved in that one.
No,
our last chance qualifier was involved in that incident. Ah, man.
I know we're supposed to be unbiased up here, but he's been low-key my favorite all race because he did not give up after not getting through his heat. Won the last chance qualifier, and now that car is mangled.
Good news for him though. With 3 laps to go right now, He regained his position. He's back up into the 8th spot.
And now he does have a very ugly front end on that car. It's don't have sheet metal facing any which right direction. And he's smoking as well, so it looks like that motor's getting ready to expire on that 25 any moment here, Chris. So tough break for O'Neal, but maybe, just maybe, he can limp it home here.
He's got to make it 2 laps. He's got to make it 2 laps. He's got no power. He's going to have to get out. No, they shift around and they spin out caution one more time.
All right, I got to say something here. It should have been a heads-up move by the driver behind him. He should have known he was not going to be a takeoff. Not throwing shade or nothing, but...
Well, so we're going to go 2 ways with that one, right? Because we have to.
Yep.
Shane O'Neal, knowing that he's blowing up, probably should have just pulled up. Let the field by.
Not me. You said it, not me, but I agree.
Let's back up. Let's take a look.
I think that's the race, by the way, too. I just saw
I think you might be right. That's all right. We'll catch it on the other side.
Yeah.
This is, I believe, after it all happened. So, yeah.
But now we say that about Shane O'Neal. Should he have pulled up? Should he have gave room? But maybe. But he's still going to get a top 10 finisher. I mean, what do we know? In the 66, I believe, picking up the race win here.
Yeah, Stephen Rochefort, your race winner here tonight. Logan Powers, Brandon Meir are going to be the top 3 finishers. Colt Martin and Kyler Davis round out top 5.
Heartbreak there for Caden Fisher, not able to get up back up towards the front. He looked like to be the guy to beat tonight.
Yeah, he really did. A real shame there, because I think you're right. I think he was probably the man to beat here tonight, but unfortunately, doesn't come away with the proof positive on that one.
He does not. You look back in the history books, it's going to say who? The number 66 picks up the race win here for the Snowball 100.
Stephen Rochefort, Logan Powers, Brandon Meir, again, your top 3. Man, I wish we had some comms on these guys. We go down and do some interviewing, but not tonight. We'll get there, maybe. We're going to try and get there.
When do they race again? I know they raced last night and raced tonight. When do they come back for another race, Chris?
Now you're going to have to ask me the hard questions, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
as they are doing a wheelie on each other, that is awesome.
I want to make sure they get the right information, so bear with me for just one moment.
I'm bearing.
You're bearing? All right, fair enough. Let's go in here. Probably could have just gone into our Discord. But it's going to be, look at this. Next race going to be next Friday night, the December 29th. And, holy hell, that's going to be a good one. 125 laps.
I'm going to guess Oxford.
At Oxford Plains.
I swear on everything I love, that was just a random guess. But you said 125 laps. I knew it had to be a little bit smaller track. So that's going to be a doozy. 4 nights after Christmas, next Friday, I believe you said.
Next Friday night, right here live on True Sim Productions. And guys, thanks very much for tuning in tonight. Really do appreciate all of the support that this league is pulling, and can't thank you guys enough. Have yourselves a great night. Have yourselves a Merry Christmas if you don't hear from my voice again before then. And Tanner, anything else? I think I got it all pretty well covered there.
I think you got it, buddy. This will be our last. I'm almost 99.9% sure this will be our last broadcast until now and the next Friday night race. So, yes, y'all have yourself a Merry Christmas. And if I don't talk to you before then, have yourself a Happy New Year. Be safe. And, yeah, I had fun tonight, Chris. Thank you for allowing me to come up here as these boys put on one hell of a show once again.
Anytime, brother. Anytime at all. Merry Christmas, everybody, and enjoy that time with the family.